Do you know what it feels like to wait for years, hoping for a miracle? To long for a moment that changes your world, but to be stuck in a cycle of disappointment? Let me share with you one of the most moving stories from the Bible. This is the story of the man at the Bethesda pool, a tale of desperation, hope, and unbelievable healing. Don't scroll, you don't want to miss this. Picture this: Jerusalem during biblical times. The air is warm and carries whispers of prayer from the devout. Close to the sheep gate lies the Bethesda pool, a place so well known it draws crowds daily. This isn't an ordinary pool. In those days it was known as a place of miracles. Every so often the waters stirred mysteriously, and legend had it that an angel descended to touch the waters. The first person to step into the pool after such an event would be healed, completely restored to health. Now imagine the scene. Around the pool, men and women lie in exhaustion. The blind, the lame, the paralyzed, all huddled in silent yearning. Among them is one man whose life is a tapestry of sorrow. For 38 years, he has been unable to walk. 38 years is a lifetime of longing. No matter how close he gets to the water, someone always beats him to it. He lives in a constant state of hope and crushed dreams. And then, one day, everything changes. Jesus, the great teacher and healer, walks into the scene. While others often overlooked the desperate and forgotten, Jesus notices the man. He learns the man's tragic tale, decades of waiting by the pool, unable to step in when the water stirs. Jesus could feel his pain, not just physical torment, but the heartache of repeated failure and loneliness. There's something divine in Jesus's compassion. The man feels it in Jesus's gaze, in the questions he asks. Jesus bends down and asks him, "Do you want to be well?" What a question. It pierces straight to the heart. Of course, the man wants healing. Yet for nearly 4 decades, helplessness and despair have framed his life. The man replies, "Sir, I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I am trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." In this man's answer, you can hear the weight of hopelessness. He believes healing is beyond his reach, yet he dares to explain his plight to this stranger. Jesus listens patiently. There's no condemnation in his voice, no judgment. Instead, he offers hope in the most unexpected way. Then comes the miracle. Jesus speaks with a voice filled with authority and compassion. He simply says, "Get up, pick up your mat and walk." Imagine the stillness in the air, as if time itself were holding its breath. The man looks up, bewildered, perhaps hesitating. But then, strength begins to surge through his legs that had betrayed him for nearly 40 years. He rises to his feet, grabs his mat, and walks for the first time in almost 4 decades. Can you even imagine the joy, the disbelief, the gratitude? The emotions must be overwhelming. But the story doesn't end here. The man walks into the city, his miraculous healing causing a stir. He is now free to live a life he thought was forever beyond his reach. However, some religious leaders see him carrying his mat and criticize him, for it is the Sabbath, a day of rest. Imagine their focus. They don't celebrate the miracle. Instead, they question why he's carrying a mat at all. He tells them, "The man who made me well said to me, 'Pick up your mat and walk.'" He cannot stop speaking of the one who changed everything. Later, Jesus finds the man again, this time amidst the city's busyness. He gently reminds him, "See, you are well again. Stop sinning or something worse may happen to you." This isn't just about physical healing. It's about transformation, about becoming whole in body, mind, and spirit. Jesus' ministry wasn't just about miracles. It was about renewal and redemption. This miraculous story challenges us to rethink what healing means. It reminds us that no matter how stuck, overlooked, or broken we may feel, God sees us. He doesn't just see our suffering, he offers us a way out of it. Sometimes it doesn't come in the way we expect. The man at the Bethesda pool thought his only chance was dipping into stirred water. Yet Jesus showed that God's power isn't confined to myth or ritual. His love and mercy reach beyond our human limitations. Pause for a moment and reflect. Who is that man by the Bethesda pool today in our world? Is it someone you know, or is it you? Are you waiting by the waters of life, hoping for something to change? This story is a powerful reminder. You don't wait alone. There is one who comes to you, sees you, and offers healing. Maybe not always in the way you expect, but always in a way that transforms. If this story has moved you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. This tale of hope and healing is timeless. Remember, God's love never fails.